I just wanted to mention was about George Washington. Obviously was a Mason. So you got Masons in England and you got Masons in the United States. They're a brotherhood, you see. They don't mind that the soldiers got how many soldiers got killed, you see. That's like cannon fodder to them. Because they're of the special group, you know. And they're all brothers, man. So, you know, you hear about these things like people that were traitors to the side of England. Kind of loses its ground, you know. And a lot of the Indians, man, they didn't trust any white men at all. They were the smart ones. In fact, I talked to an Indian girl recently, and she says, you know, my grandfather should never trust the white eyes, you know. They're hypocrites. And that's what they learned, you know. But the other thing I wanted to mention was they try to elevate George Washington to a status of sainthood when he never really believed in the Bible and the miracles in the Bible, unbelievably enough. But they had false stories that go around that he was divinely protected by miracles. No, they protect their own. They know what they're doing. And yeah, so that all that falsehood, you know. Oh, they said, but George Washington said so many good things. Yeah, so did Obama. So there's a lot of them, man. But what the proof is in the pudding, you know. So yeah, they frame mischief by decree, it says in scriptures, and they tell you, well, we don't have a king anymore, so we're saved from that oppressive of a king. No, they still make decrees, man. They just make it as a group instead of a one-man king. They're making it from their satanic little group, you know, their fraternal brotherhood, who the Jews rule over. As Albert, the famous great grand master, so he so called himself, Albert Pike says that they all comes back to the Jewish Kabbalah and Judaism. That's where all the Freemasonry came from, you know. So they have great power, and we wish we had kings, man, that wasn't part of that corrupt group, that loved the people they ruled over. Instead of some satanic, diabolical, wicked fraternity, man. And now they give the women have power. A man can't rule in his own household. He can't be the man of the house and promote the commandments of God. They've turned men into women. The homosexual gays. They made the women not have to listen to her husband anymore. All this women's revelations. They had no fear of their husband anymore. That's why they've ruined this place, man. So they've just been deceiving you with all this appearance of freedom. Free for who? Yeah, free for the devil. This is the devil's reign, and we're coming into the most wicked period in human history. And that's how they did it, through demonic, under the table secrecy. And that's why that whore is called Babylon the Great. Mystery. It's a secret. That's what the mystery part of it means. And that's why God says to tell his people, come out of her, my people. If you don't want to partake in her sins and receive part of her plagues, you come out of her now. A lot of people are in there unwittingly, thinking that it's a business thing or part of the group that they belong to, that it's a requirement, you know. Come out of her now! In the name of Jesus Christ, come out of Babylon!